Hi, so in this video we're going to look at using Taskus to perform a calibration to basically run a calibration process. So we have an existing paper-based and Excel-based process for doing a calibration of some electrical and leak testers. So we've got it documented in a PDF here with all the pictures and the steps that you have to go through to do the process in terms of connecting the equipment up, how you have to change that, and how to record the values, and then we build an Excel spreadsheet over here with the actual numbers. So we do this when we're on site, and then we take these numbers away and we generate a calibration report in a Word document using these numbers. So what we're going to do today, we've replicated that as a Taskus sequence, so we're just going to see how that works. So we're into Taskus now. I'm going to click Run Production Sequence and I've loaded up the part number and I've loaded in the 4 serial numbers of the devices that need calibration. So if we click on this one, at the moment it's got no result for calibration. So we'll load the sequence up. And it's broken out all of the steps that need to be done. So I've got some setup, I've got pressure, voltage and current to do, and they're all incomplete at the moment. So we'll start that off. And to begin with, it's just going to take me through with visual work instructions to tell me what to do. At this point it's telling me what tools to gather and how long it takes per system. It's asking me to just perform a test to begin with. And then once I've done that, I can start to move into the pressure calibration stage. So it's asking me to take a backup first. I've done that. And now it's telling me what menus to navigate in the software to open up the control screens. I've done that. I'm going to de-energize the system and then I'm going to make the physical connections with the calibration equipment. And then it's going to ask me to check what the pressure setting is. So that's the first data that I will record. So that's at 6 kilopascals. And now it wants me to start running through the calibration process. So it's saying to begin with, adjust the regulator to 4. So I'll do that and then I take a measurement on the gauge and see what that returns. So it's saying I've adjusted it to 4 kilopascals and I'm reading 4 on the test equipment. Then it's asking me to read what the voltage is. So I'll have a look on the tester screen and that's 3.95 volts. So we'll go through this. Asking me to capture these values. And the good thing about this is it's captured all these values. I'll be able to spit out a report at the end of the process that I can then export into my report, or I could maybe even just generate my kind of calibration report automatically from Taskus. It's moved on to the electrical calibration now. So I can't do any adjustments in these. These are just a pass or fail. So for example, if I measured that was a 7.8, it would immediately give me a fail for the calibration. And I could say why that's the case. For now, I'm going to carry on. And it just guides me through each of the steps, asking me to take each of the measurements. It's now asking me to change some connections and switch to a current measurement. So I'll take those. I'm all done. So it's passed its calibration. It's now asking me to just run one more test before handing the equipment back, and I'm done. So what I can then do is pull out my calibration report and I can maybe hide some of the values in here. So I've got all my results there. I'll just down that to a CSV file, I think, stick it on the desktop. And I've now got all the data from my calibration captured in one place. In the next stage, I'll go on to create a custom report to tabulate all these values, I think. And I could even, if I did need to make an adjustment, I could even put the formulas in here to like calculate what the scaling factor should be if I needed to do an adjustment of any of the calibration. So that's it. I think that's a nice way of switching from a quite clunky paper and Excel based system to a very step-by-step. You guided through it and you guided what data to capture at what point in time. I've been through this process in the past myself, and sometimes I've missed steps. I've then realised and had to go back later on to capture that data. So it's nice that it enforces you kind of step by step through this process. Yeah, so that's how it works. Let me know what you think, and drop some comments below.